So this is an exercise that is strengthening my shoulders. I'm anchoring the ball on one foot, and now I lift my shoulders up, I move them back and come back. So it's simply a lifting and a lowering of my shoulders. I want to make sure my shoulder blades stay close together so that my shoulders are not moving forward. They're simply moving up and down. And it helps me to strengthen my shoulders, release my neck, and keep a good posture. Then I go into an abduction. So I straighten my arms and let my arms come all the way up. This strengthens my medial deltoid. Very important muscle to stabilize the shoulder. Now I want to go into my anterior, my front deltoid. I anchor the band behind. I'm going to show it to the side. I start here and push my arm straight forward. Now I'm going into my upper deltoid, so I can keep the band here and go straight up towards the ceiling. I can change the ankle to the side, and I can change the ankle to the front to go into the different deltoid muscle groups. Good. Now from here, I'm going to have the band all the way from the front. I anchor it on my shoulder, so you can see it here. And now I create a figure 8. And notice with the ball, I'm able to rotate into my shoulder. So this is a rotation. Okay. Now, another way is I can also do a circle. I can add a little bit more resistance by anchoring it on my hips and then pushing my arms out, and then obviously also change the direction. So we have two different ones. Now take it on your foot, and now I can also create a circle from here. So I move my arm around, and this is actually not quite as easy. It gives me a little bit more resistance. The length of the TuBall is perfect for me, so I don't have to make any adjustments in its length. I can also go into a figure 8, and now I go into the deeper rotators. From here, I can also move my arm back, and I go into my posterior deltoid. So with that, I have reached all the deltoids in the shoulder joint. So that gave you a little bit of an idea of what you can do. If you want to revisit it, we actually have a sheet with pictures on which you can see each of these exercises. So here's a sequence that you can use for strengthening your legs. I'm going to start here. I'm going to bend my knee. Now I stretch my leg out. This is strengthening my quads, and it's strengthening my knee joint. I stretch out into a knee extension. So another thing I can do is turn my foot out a little bit and then push my leg forward. It goes into my inner quads. So it's called vastus medialis, and this is an important muscle to strengthen my knee. Very often in women, especially because our hips are formed differently, that is a muscle that is often weaker and results in a misalignment on our knee. Another one I can do is an abduction. So my knee has to stabilize. And then I can go back, and now from here, I can bend and stretch my leg. And now I move my arm forward, and I have a lot more pull. So I focus on my hamstrings. This is the second largest muscle group in the back of my legs that is also strengthening my joint, or the muscles that are around my joint, and stabilize it. So stability in the knee is really important. Something else I can do is a squat. Good. Now what I want to do is challenge my leg a bit. So what I do, I hold the ball in my hand and I come up and challenge it as I push away from it. So my leg has to work a bit harder and my knee is getting stronger as the muscles around it are getting stronger. Now I can also do a single-legged squat. So you can see my other leg has no weight. So I keep the weight on this leg, and now this is to do 80% of all the work. So it's a great way, in a very safe way, to strengthen your legs. So this is an idea of some exercise that you can use for your knee. I have used it because I had a knee injury and my knee got so much stronger just with those exercises. Is using the wrist. Very often our wrists get weak and that causes a lot of issues. So this is one of the few pieces of equipment that can actually train my wrist. But not only the wrist, I can also use it to train my fingers. So starting with my thumb, I bring my thumb in, and this is actually harder than it looks. And then I can go through each finger, pull my finger in like a trigger, pull my other finger in, and I go through each finger, which is a wonderful way of preventing arthritis. And the little finger. So a lot of functions that I can do. Now let me show you different colors of the band. Every band has a different resistance. This one is a light one. This is a yellow one, which I use most of the time for my seniors. The next one is the green one. It's medium light and it has just a little bit more resistance. If somebody would like to have more resistance, the red one will be perfect for it. If somebody is very strong and needs a lot of resistance, the blue one is the one to go. So you have 4 different choices, 4 different resistance, and it's a perfect way of training your entire body. If you want to know more information, go to our website, www.TuBallRx.com.